Good evening. Thank you for joining us on the War Diary. On the 397th day of the war, here are the main highlights of the day at 7 p.m. Beirut time. We begin with the situation in Lebanon. A series of air raids struck Har Tahrik, followed by additional Israeli attacks near Bahban Hospital, surrounding buildings in Har Tahrik, the vicinity of Raya Stadium, and the Mamura area after Israeli evacuation orders. It should be noted that raids on the suburb had stopped since last Saturday when Israeli aircraft raided the Gallery Sam'an area. In Shuf, rescue and search operations continued for survivors and missing persons among the rubble of the building targeted yesterday evening in the town of Barja by an Israeli raid, resulting in a non-final toll of 30 people killed and 20 injured. In the south, Israeli warplanes raided the Deir Qanun al-Nahr triangle and conducted a detonation operation south of Mays al-Jabal Governmental Hospital. After evacuation warnings, a series of intense raids targeted the city of Nabatiyah. Meanwhile, Hezbollah repelled Israeli invasion attempts in the Ain Ibn Quzah axis. In Bekaa, the governor of Baalbek Hermel Bashir Khudr announced 20 raids on Baalbek Hermel governorate today, resulting in 30 people killed and 35 injured. It was reported that the number of those killed in the vicinity of the city of Hermel rose to 7, in addition to a number of injured. 2 raids targeted the vicinity of Al-Nasriya. For the first time, an Israeli thermal balloon hovered, accompanied by active drone activity in the skies over the villages of the Baalbek district towards the eastern Lebanese mountain range. In retaliation, Hezbollah announced in a statement that the Islamic resistance fighters targeted the settlements of Kfar Sol, Sasa, Kiryat Shmona, and an area around Ben Gurion Airport. It targeted the Nahnal camp in the Golan with a rocket barrage. In a series of statements, Hezbollah announced that the targeting of the settlements of Goren, Rosh Pina, Bar Yohal, As-Safsaf, and Katstrin with a rocket barrage. On the diplomatic front, Lebanon has submitted another complaint to the United Nations Security Council denouncing Israel's continued aggression and violations of Lebanese sovereignty between October 25 and November 1, 2024. A preliminary probe found that Israeli commandos used a speedboat equipped with radar jamming devices to abduct a Lebanese man accused of being a Hezbollah operative, a Lebanese judicial official told AFP on Tuesday. The Saudi ambassador to Lebanon, Walid Bukhari, confirmed, and I quote, the kingdom's continued support for the military institution following a meeting on Wednesday with the commander-in-chief of the Lebanese army, General Joseph Aoun in Yerzeh. In Lebanon, the latest toll from the Ministry of Health stands at 3,013 killed and 13,553 others injured since October 8, 2023. In Palestine, the Gaza Strip continues to endure violent assaults. In the north, intensified Israeli strikes on Jabalia and Beit Lahia have forced thousands of Palestinians to flee, leaving behind devastated neighborhoods. Medical infrastructure is under immense pressure. The Kamal Adwan Hospital, the last functional medical facility in the north, has been severely damaged, resulting in the tragic death of 2 premature infants in the intensive care unit due to an interruption in oxygen supply. The people of Gaza, desperate due to deteriorating living conditions and a growing number of casualties, are awaiting international intervention. The human death toll as of 7 p.m. Beirut time. Since October 7, 2023, 43,391 Palestinians have been killed and 102,347 others have been injured. On the international stage, persistent tensions between Washington and Tehran have resurfaced during the American presidential campaign, fueled by accusations of electoral interference leveled by American officials against Iran. Donald Trump accused Tehran of posing, and I quote, grave threat to his life, referring to an alleged assassination attempt in July, an accusation that Iran immediately dismissed as malicious and unfounded. These events evoked the intensity of the friction that marked Trump's first term, particularly in January 2020, when he ordered the assassination of General Qasem Soleimani, a central figure in Iran's regional influence strategy. Regarding the diplomatic reactions, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu congratulated Donald Trump on his claimed victory in the American presidential election, praising him for achieving the greatest comeback in history. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas also congratulated Donald Trump on his victory Sammouri in the American presidential election, expressing on Wednesday his conviction that the United States will support the legitimate aspirations of the Palestinians. Donald Trump's election victory has sparked concerns in several Middle Eastern countries, particularly Iran and Palestine, where the population fears increased support from Washington for Israel. That's it for today's recap. See you tomorrow for another roundup of the situation. Until then, stay connected on our website www.thisisbeirut.com.lb and on our social media platforms.